It's every little boy's dream to live in a haunted house, right?
If it looks haunted, I want to live there.
He would pay more money for a haunted house.
Honestly, I probably would pay more for a haunted house.
Maybe it's just me. We moved into this house in 2018, the year it turned 100 years old. While I've spent time in many old locations, this is the first time that I've actually lived in a house this old. The first 3 years were normal. When I say that, I mean there were no bumps in the night, no cold spots, nothing out of the ordinary. That abruptly changed the weekend that we decided to rip up all the carpets in the second story to refinish the hardwood floors. Going to bed, I was awoken a few hours later by the sounds of footsteps creaking on the newly exposed wood floors. It was as if someone was walking from room to check things out. The activity persisted for a few days. Noises, items went missing. We started seeing things out of the corner of our eye, and a guitar string plucked as I worked silently in my office. At that point, I needed to do more research. Take a look at what I found. The activity increased at that point, and it reached a boiling point where I felt I had no other option than to call the previous owner of the house. Of course, I had questions about all the renovations they did over the years, but I ended the conversation sheepishly asking, what room did the grandma die in? There was a long pause, followed by a slight chuckle. The man on the other end of the phone said, "My wife told me not to tell you about that, but the grandma passed away in the room that is now your office." They always felt that she was a loving Casper type of ghost, and that she's looking out for every family that lives here. We've lived in this house with the spirit of Mary for 7 years, and I finally took a trip out to visit her gravestone in Lake Mills, Wisconsin.
422 East College.
All I had with me was my faithful Ghost Radar app. It seems she didn't have too much to say, but her daughter and son-in-law, the original builders of this house and family that lived here for more than 50 years, had quite a bit to say. We'll get to that story another time, but as we near the 78th anniversary of Mary's passing in this house, I'll take a moment to thank her for sharing this space with us.